working God when we reach Lira. We can move.
Yeah, where they're entering.
Also order again ati munka ndanga baby nange nanya kumenya Christine, we appreciate. I'm not a baby chocolate no we appreciate. I'm the Korean menu card. The service here. Yes. Now you're capturing me when they don't have
You can see our house. It's too bad. Yeah, you see our hostel. But I expected you to have a blood somewhere. I'm not singing. Okay, you come and I'm not singing a blood
Oh God! This is different. Who are you? Yeah. That's right. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm good. Yes. Jennifer. Sister Jacinta. You already met somewhere. Yeah. They came to Lira University and they were here. Yeah. Welcome. I can't tell you. school.
Here we are expecting harvest.
There's another week.
Actually, from the other
No, we
side.
are going to go the other
We are
side.
going the other side.
This is the Universal Hospital, but we have the maternity the other
Maternity
side.
ward.
So what you read was done the other side, not here. This one has not yet opened.
Now, maternity.
They were very first people to deliver from the hospital when they opened this.
And they blessed you with the twins.
I tell you.
It was the first they had twins.
Maybe I'll come also.
So if we have anyone here, something is inside, we can even go and palpate and see.
You're counting yourself.
5% of here have midwives. Yes, including our president.
Mwanzo interviewing sister avuze byona abikoze yali
So we are yet to be treated.
Yeah.
There is a public university in Uganda, in East Africa. I think they're in Africa. This is the only public university with a teaching hospital. Okay. So we are really so blessed to have this hospital. Wow! Congratulations! Thanks.
So we're going to have functional maternity for the meantime.
Where the things were delivered. But soon, when we finish, when that place will start, I think we will have enough space for us. Yeah. I don't know whether we will find time to go there. We have also education faculty, which is, they are just building it. But soon we hope it will start working. It's just behind the other faculty, and maybe we'll get time and go and see the place. Lira University, I think, is developing
at a very high speed.
At a very high speed. And the Mapati, you saw the other side, is the administration block. Actually, the picture where you will get that administration block is like that hospital, because it's going to be a 3-story administration block. Yeah, like that exactly. So we pray for the best. Yes. Just enter and there are patients there, you enter with minimum noise.
Briefly, we are under the Department of Health Sciences, we still midwifery and public health. Then here where you are particularly right now is maternity department. And then behind us there, I hope they will take you around. I beg not to move with you because I have to remain here. Not that I don't want, but because I have to remain here. So she will take you around. Behind there is our hospital. That is on the other side. Those started using it, but very soon we are going to use it. I'm called Agnes Akulumana. Most welcome. Feel free, feel at home, interact freely. Please, sister, you move with them around. Yeah, move with them around. The only part you will not enter is our labor suite and theater, because we all have it inside here. Yes, please.
You take patients from all the university and also the community.
The community do come. The community do come. So we treat both.
But the students and the community, they do come.
Including any of you. Government hospital. It's non-profit making hospital. So you only pay that money just to maintain the what? The hospital. But for the students, the treatment is free. Even us. Yeah. That's if you have an admission of Lira University. So yeah, this up here we have the offices of the dean of students. The skills lab is out for the nurses and midwives, where we do the practice. We have there our dummies, different equipment that we use. So maybe we can go and take the public No, it's just an exam. This side is more sensitive, eh? This is where we have the academic register, dean of students also here, the boardroom. Some of the institution is that side, the VC's office is that side, DVC is that side, BASA is that side, all is accounts for that side. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's the best we can give for now. And the structure you're seeing that surrounded the iron sheets with, it's their where they are building the university administration block. And when I saw in the master plan, I think it's going to be the biggest of all. No, in Lira University being the big home, they want to be up there, everything, they want to be unique in whatever they are doing. Yeah.
My name is Julieta Dong and I'm the guild speaker. I'm happy to host my fellow colleagues, the ladies from African Lira University, Kagadi, if I'm not mistaken. You're very welcome. Feel at home. Our ambience is so welcoming, just like you've seen. You've moved around and you've not even visited a quarter of the university. Because I think we are about 620 acres of land. So if you had time, you would visit.
Welcome to your friendly University, Lira. I want to say I'm happy to welcome you to Lira University.
So, you are high welcome. We are so much pleasure to be in this place. It's my second time to be here. I met the minister some time back with my colleagues.
By the name Anyinge Christine Ojo. I'm a third year student, bachelor's in rural development, and I'm from this land actually, and I'm the guild president of the university. Nice meeting you all.
Thanks very much for accepting us to introduce ourselves, and we are so much humbled and we still expect the best of the day. Thank you very much.
You know, this is the era of women empowerment, and I like it so much when we ladies take up the mantle and appreciate the fact that we are empowered actually and we can do anything. That's why most of the time when I introduce myself as the guild speaker and introduce as the deputy speaker, everyone's like, okay. So this is our time to rise up and represent ourselves as women of this generation. Now allow me to thank you for this introduction. At least I know I have a namesake, Juliet. Michael over there, we share the same namesake. We are here to exchange ideas. We might not have that much time, but at least the little time we have in here, we shall make use of it and it will be profitable.
You're coming here not just to come and see how beautiful or how handsome Lira University is. People always put everything to be beautiful, but I think Lira University is a little more handsome than the beautiful. So, we have not just come here to see how beautiful Lira is or how ugly Lira is, but we have come to try and learn something from us, and then we also learn something from you. Because I know there are a lot of things that you know that we don't know. And as women who are trying to bring development in the rural setting, then you are well placed to be here to tell us how you can make this place better than we found it. And then you are also going back there with certain things that you have seen that we have done good that can be copied there. The negative ones, you feel like you have not seen what has happened, that you embrace it. So I thank you for accepting to be with us for this time. What I'm going to tackle is only 3, which will be cross-cutting. Lira, Aru, wherever we will be. Because I know as a student, you're not going to be a student in class, and life ends. We shall be students, and at a point, we are parents, or others are already parents, like us and Christian. And, and then after that, you will also be upgrading to management wherever you'll be. So from there, we are here to learn life skills of staying with our friends, staying in our workplace, even staying at school. Because I'm sure there are some people, when they meet even their classmates in the compound, they feel like, for goodness sake, why are my eyes open to see this person? Those are the kind of things that we do have. But the purpose for our being on earth was to serve God and serve everybody. Because we all know that that person next to you is in the image of God. Meaning if you hate the next person near you, then you are hating who? Or Allah, or whatever. And then you are hating yourself. So meaning we need to try and see the best modalities or best ways of living in harmony. Even in the midst of a very difficult situation that we go through. As a student leader, I have the experience, and you also have the experience of being a leader. Why do I say this? In many occasions, we do not do what is expected of us. Others will do it intentionally, others will do by mistake or by accident. But then we need to realize that every now and then we need to renew and reflect back onto what we have done well, what we have done wrong, and then we see how to analyze and come back. So even in government of Uganda or wherever, we see opposition, right? Oppositions are very important. Why? They drive certain things that are dragging down. But Aro, I don't think there is any opposition. Do you have opposition in Aro? Because for us, we don't have opposition here. Everybody is pro-development, right? So if you are in a development school and then you are opposing development, then now you are not well placed. So we are here to see that we drive changes in our environment. And before I drive change in you, it means I should be able to change myself. So 3 fundamentals that we need to observe in our day-to-day life, whether you are 18 years, 20 years, 40 or even 100 years, like some have to deal with. No? You get it? The person you deal with in terms of the next neighbor, president and vice and minister and everybody. You must understand the people that you deal with. After you have understood the persons you are dealing with, then you can adjust accordingly. If you understand the people, then it will be very easy for you to mobilize them in whatever way that you know. Two, that is very important. Apart from knowing the people you are dealing with, you must know the culture of the place you are living. Here I mean, if you are in a row, then you don't know what a row is all about. Then why are you the finance minister? Why are you a student at first? So you must know the purpose that the particular place is. So if you understand the culture, then you are able to integrate your thinking to the thinking of that very community. I'm going to say one last, that is the first one, that without the knowledge of God, even if you do what, nothing good will come to you. Meaning, if you get it right, you always have a one. Your program, your room, no one process. Or you're the best leader. When you say something, everybody allows you, they bow down on you. If you know God, then you're good to move. But if you don't, then your leadership is leading you to disappear, not to leadership. So I'm asking all of us to observe that we are students, and when you're a student, you do what is expected of you, and then you start expecting from others. Because if I fail to do right for myself, then I expect the next neighbor to do for me what I expect to be done. Then that person cannot do it. So let us collaborate and work together. I'm going to ask us who are here to be friends. We are already starting a very big relationship. I am sorry to report to you that we are not seeing our new status here, but they will join us at another place that we shall be. We requested them through the program to join us later because we want to interact freely. You know, when the big ones are there, you are not free. Maybe someone wants to pinch me by fearing if someone is there. But if that one is not there, then we can interact freely. So I implore you to interact. We are brothers and sisters. Interact well, but realize that the interaction should not ruin our future. I thank you and say this for God and my country.
And I just feel like even speaking in the local language because I'm at home. But other than that, I'm scared the team I led will be left again behind. So, in a special way, I'd like to thank the Student Guild of Lira University for accepting us to have the interaction with you today. It has been something we initiated. Okay, we just met with some few friends, and when we were initiating, we were only 4 or 5 from Aru, actually 4 from Aru and 5 from Lira University. And the midwife, that one, I know you know how to say it very well. It was inception at that time, but right now, I think it has been delivered. Yeah? So I would like to thank you so much for honoring our request to have an interaction with you, and also for the warm welcome you have given to us. The speaker is saying it's just a moderate welcome and the facilities, but I must tell you or confirm that I think the Aru students are very happy with everything at Lira University. And I had some few of them whispering that they want to remain. Well, that I will not allow them to remain. Yeah, maybe they will go and come back for maybe the next level. African Lira University is an all-women's university. If I say all women, it doesn't mean that everyone there is a woman. But students who study there are all women. We have lecturers who are both male and female. But the students are all women. It started in 2011. Okay, while I'm looking at this, we have prepared a PowerPoint so that you can see and hear what we are saying. There are some pictures and the rest that we have put together for you to see, so that you have full knowledge about African Lira University. But due to time, I will now just select some few. So it started in 2011, and it is registered by National Council for Higher Education. And the graduate people, they call rural transformation specialists. So it's not only you who are graduating a specialist, but at African Lira University we graduate rural transformation specialists. Then where do these graduates go? In most cases, it's very hard for universities to track where the graduates are going. But African Rural University, something which is unique about them is they place their graduates strategically at the sub-counties. They call them epicenter managers, meaning after the graduation, all the graduates are assured of jobs, so they are employed. What a unique university. Then, these graduates, they work with the local government, just like I said, they work at the sub-counties, but also they work with other development partners. We are not limited only to sub-counties, but you're free to work with any international NGO, local NGO. So you're free to go and work, because all that we aim at is rural transformation, which is the vision for everyone in this country. So I think that is basically that. Then looking at our motto, we believe that all of us seated here and outside, we have genius. We have that sleeping genius. So our motto is awakening the sleeping genius in each of us. So meaning what Aru is doing is awakening the sleeping genius in these ladies you're seeing, and also other community members. That is when we go to the community, we awaken their sleeping genius. We believe they can do everything, but the geniuses in them are just sleeping. So it's all about just awakening. Then we believe in some core principles, which says that the first one, we look at and we believe that all the people of Uganda, like the people world over, they are key to their own development. So much as we aim at causing rural transformation, we don't impose after graduating. Our projects, they don't impose development on them. We believe every one of us, we are key to our own development. So it's all about just awakening you, helping you to come up with your own vision. So you're key to your own development. I can't cause development to you, you can't cause it to me either. So it's you as individual who can cause development. Then the other core belief at African Rural University is that lasting change comes only as people shift from reacting to circumstances to creating their own circumstances, isn't it? So we use the approach we call visionary approach, where everyone is able to create what he or she wants for our own life. So we avoid reacting, waiting for problems. That's why even you saw when we were planning this, it was not reacting that maybe we want to have a good friendship with the Lira University. Maybe we are going for games and sports, so we want to come and have a friendly match so that we test our ability. No, we planned this in a visionary way, whereby we can achieve this. It's what we wanted. We want to have a good relationship with the people of Lira. And how can we start that? We are a university, so we can start with the university, which is also unique, and which is also aiming mostly at women. That's why we started with Lira University. So hopefully, our vision of having that relationship with the Lira. We have students from Lira, but they are few. But how can we make this like a friendship? So we started from here. I know by the end of this day, at least students of African Rural University will be knowing so many people and so many places. So that is what we believe in. Then the other thing is we believe that everyone has innate power, wisdom and authority, which they can tap to transform the quality of their lives and that of their communities. So we believe you have that power within you. It's not anyone, but we believe everyone has that power, which is within him or her, that you can hold it up. That's why African Rural University is just awakening. So you have that, you transform your own life, then you can transform the life of your neighbor or the village. They say you can help us, that if you help yourself.
When you work for the happiness of your community, you help yourself. When you help yourself, you work for the happiness of your community.
So, just like she has said, we believe that we have that power, so you work for your happiness. You will help your community. And when your community is happy, definitely, you will be happy. Look at an example where you are the only rich person in the village. What can happen to you? Do you think you will be happy? You can't be happy, definitely. So you are having the pigs, they will come and steer it. You will have maybe the matoke, they will come and cut from up. So we believe that you work for your own happiness, and if you're happy, definitely you make the other community members also happy. Then the other core belief, we have 5 actually. The other core belief is people who share common vision can transcend traditional barriers and prejudices caused by tribal, religious, political, and gender differences, and work together to achieve that which matters to them most. So here, transcendence, you know the issues of tribalism. In our country, you hear there is this community which is very tribalistic. There's the other community which, if you are not an Adventist, they can't work with you. If you are not a Mulongole, then you are not in the community. But at African Lira University, we believe that if we work together, if we share the common vision, definitely we shall transcend. In fact, we have transcended. That's why you're seeing me, I'm Elani, but I'm the guild president of African Lira University. So we have transcended those barriers. We just look at if we share this vision, how can we bring it into thing, over religious thing, over political. You belong to FDC, I can't work for you. All we are aiming at is rural transformation, starting from Aro, going to the community around Aro and the whole world at large. So meaning we have transcended, and we hope that even Lira University, you have transcended. That's why we can find sister is the finance minister, and she's a Kenyan, by the way, for your information. Others, someone introduced, she's from Bunyora, she's a minister here. And I believe if we all, and all Ugandans can go that way, I believe we shall achieve the Uganda we want to see. Then the last one, we believe that education, training, and information sharing as the key component of development. Just like the president said, it's not all about going to school and you do nothing. But when you're educated, when you get training and you train other community members, of course they are key ingredients. They can help us to achieve the development. You might be knowing something that helps in sparking development, then we as Aro, we may not be knowing, but if we share the information you have got, definitely we believe development will happen. Then the other thing I want you to know about African Lira University is also, okay, why women? I'll give just a simple example. If you compare a woman and a man, maybe it will come out during the debate, but I can bring this out. We know women, they are, if placed strategically, definitely where they are placed, if it is in area of development, it will definitely work. Why? Aro women, not only Aro women, all women definitely, like the speaker, if you give them something to do, they will really do definitely the way you want them to do. Because they will put themselves into that situation where, okay, they feel, if it was mine, how can I do it? And definitely they will do it. Then secondly, women are multitaskers. You give a woman to do this, she will do this plus another one. Or she can be doing this and doing so many other things at the same time. So as African Lira University, we believe women can do everything and they can do so many things at the same time. This one, I talked about it. At African Lira University, we have moved away from reacting to circumstances. We don't wait for problems to happen, but we create what we want. And in this orientation, of course, definitely, you will not have to be solving problem. You know what happened? If you solve a problem, definitely that same problem will come back at a later stage, isn't it? All problems can go once and forever. And you will never work for that thing you really want. You will solve this, another problem will crop up. So you solve the other one, another one will crop up. So at the end of the day, you will not end up achieving what you want, but you will just be solving problem here and there. So we have shifted from problem solving, we are now working in the creative orientation. It is not only Aro, students, but even the graduates that go to the community, they teach these community members how to create for themselves what they truly want. Then, even our students, in our planning, there is that, okay, we have institutionalized a planning approach. We call it structural tension chart, where you start with what do you want. It's not the problem you want to get rid of. What do you want to achieve? You as a Minister of Games and Sports, for example, she wanted to achieve this good friendship, but she's, okay, to see excellence in sports and game at Arrow. So she thought of what are the action steps for me to achieve this. So friendly match can do. Now friendly match with which people? Lira University, we can start from there, then the next level, we can see what next can we do. So there is that planning approach, even the ministers themselves, even the students in class, they are taught how to create what you truly want. So we have shifted, and we hope other people can also shift. Then the approach, of visionary approach, we believe that it starts from individual, and that's why they train African Lira University students. Then we believe that after the individual, you go back and share with your community members. That's why we are seeing from individual, it's going to family vision. So if you have a vision as an individual, you go back to your home, you share it with your family members, you tell them this is what I feel can work. They also contribute. Then you say, no, even me, for me, I want a good house maybe. Then the other child will come out and say, no, for me, I think we want this home which has a car. Maybe the other one will say, oh no, we want this family which has animals and the rest of it. So you find at the end of the day, everyone is sharing into the vision. Then after the family, we go to village. Everyone will also come up at that village level. The village will come up with their vision of what they want, and they work towards achieving them. Then village parish, sub-county, district, national, that is the whole Uganda. And that is what African Lira University wants to do. We enroll all Ugandans, all the Africans into the visionary approach. Maybe others are doing it, but using another term. But, okay, and this I can testify. In most cases, people use the term vision, but when they don't know really what the vision is, when they don't know what their vision is. But at African Lira University, at least you're taught and you know this is what I want, and you will work towards achieving it. Then it is the approach we are using to reach the all of the regional level, that is the African, okay, the whole of Africa. So they are using the epicenter strategy. That's why you're seeing our map. It is in the center. We can actually, it is in Europe. Currently, we have 26 graduates of African Lira University working in 26 sub-counties in the Bunyoro region, in the 3 districts of Kagari, Kakundu, and Chibara. So we believe after that, we shall have more graduates that will even come to this part of Lao region. Every sub-county, you will be finding the graduates of African Lira University working with the sub-county official to help the community create what they want. Then the epicenter thing will continue until we cover the whole of Africa. That is the vision. I hope you will help African Lira University achieve that. Then the key focus of African Lira University, just like maybe other universities, they emphasize more the theoretical part, but practicals, then 60% of theory. Yes, we do sit in class, just like any other university, but most of the things we do them also in the field. Where when you go to, like your first year, you find that you're given field work in almost all the course units. You are sent to go and do research, which I've seen in most cases, they teach you as a student, you come to class, from first year to fourth year, you don't know, okay, you know the theory of doing the research, but when you've never done it even once. But at African Lira University, even the first years, they can agree with me, they have gone to field several times. They have just stayed there for almost like nearly two to three months, but they have gone to the field several times. So we believe in practical, because when you send someone who is well equipped to the practical, definitely the person will deliver. So we use both approaches, theoretical and practical. Then the of course, we look at women agency in visionary leadership and transformation. They don't just train, but we train focusly women who are visionary. Just like my speaker said, all of us here are leaders just because we want structure. We want maybe key focal person to connect with the HEMA, the president of Lira University. That's why we are having the guild leaders, or someone to go. But otherwise, all of us, we are leaders. But not only leaders, but visionary leaders. People who know what they want to create for themselves and for the community and for the people they are leading. So they aim at having visionary leaders and also transforming, not only even the community we are working with. And by the way, let me say this, you can visit our website to see what ARO is doing. Then particularly, if you want to see what ARO students are doing, which is not on the website, you can get both on the website and on our blog. You can visit arodeals.blogspot.com. You will see what ARO Guild are doing separately. Thank you so much, and I wish you a productive interaction.
Once again, I want to welcome us to this August house. Most importantly, we are having two participating sides, and I don't expect a single word from the floor speakers, from the gallery. The motion for today is women empowerment in management is key for a sustainable development. Please, members who are on the opposers and proposers side, I want us to understand this.
Women do a lot of work. For example, they go to farm, from there they go to work, from there they cook food. So you find they are multitaskers. And when all those are done, there is high income that is realized. Take an example, if you move from work and you maybe have money, you take it to the farm and the farm will do well. Then from the farm, you also sell to get another income. Then when you get income, your children are going to be happy. When they are happy...
Point of order granted.
Is it in order for the opposition side to hold another debate amidst another debate?
So, the chair, let me commence. So, if they are happy, they will work hard for the family, and if they work hard for the family, the whole community and the nation are going to be happy and also work hard towards achieving sustainable development. In conclusive remarks, I therefore say that if all women are empowered, sustainable development is going to be enhanced internally and externally.
I want to appreciate the speaker who has just left the floor. The house is beginning to warm up. Yeah, the house is now warming up. I hope you're starting to enjoy what is actually happening here. If you're not, please check your medulla. So I want straight away to welcome the next speaker, that is from the opposite side, none other than Honorable Isa.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. My dear judges, the current speaker also left the floor without concluding the debate. Can you imagine? She left the floor without concluding the debate. Mr. Speaker, point of defense. Allow me to tell my dear audience that it is not pleasing to say that for us to see sustainable development, we must incline it on a group of people that are not all that too serious in development, called women. I rather say that for sustainable development to be there, let us address some other groups, maybe the youth, they form the biggest proportion of the population of Uganda. Let us look at people living with HIV. Let us look at people with disabilities. Those are the kinds of people to empower to see sustainable development. Women have been empowered over time. When she said in 1986, we have not seen weaker development coming on. Thank you so much. Mr. Speaker, allow me to begin with my first review of the submission. I say it is better to address human security. Mr. Speaker, it is plausible to say that someone, whether rich or poor, living in a developed country or a developing country, it is a key component to have security. Security in terms of human security, this gives freedom. Freedom from fear. You are not threatened by anything. You have your freedom from fear. It also gives these people the rights of good governance. It gives them opportunities of each individuals to fulfill their own potentials. Mr. Speaker, if we are having a country where people are rioting, where people are fighting, where people are dying every day, a dead person can never realize his or her potentials. It is it's better we address security other than empowering weak women. Even the Bible says that women are weaker, sex. Let us look at some other issues that are going to see us rather than looking at this. Thank you so much,
Interjection. I want to guide like this. When a point of information is raised, it's upon the free current speaker to either allow it or not. So from I want the house to understand. So it is like this. When they raise a point of information, the precise speaker has to allow it or not. So the speaker who is on floor will either say granted or not. But I advise that if you're the one speaking, please allow it to be informed, because you need to know, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want.
So point of information to the current speaker through the chair on the issue of human security. I truly believe that security starts with an individual. Not that the country will ensure security and then through the security that the country has provided, it will cause transformation. No. Why are we saying women empowerment? Women are the ones who take up security in our homes. When men are at work, they are the women who take up security. And it is through the security of ensuring all the property is safe that we end up having.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I would like to tell the audience that she didn't understand me. She didn't understand me when I was explaining. He's recording my speech. We shall review it for the interest of time in the end. Mr. Speaker, the things that must be addressed. Timekeeper, please be careful. You must have my time there. So, Mr. Speaker, I would like to go to my second view of the submission. I would like to tell them that the issues to address, they are speaking of productive agriculture. These are things that are not going to be met by power. We should either address issues like shocks, risks, and natural calamities that come on in affecting productivity. Epidemics, droughts, and famine, floods and landslides, these are things that affect productivity. If we address them well, they are going to see the productivity and the sustainable development that we are speaking about. Not addressing women. Ladies and gentlemen, not addressing women. There are some other individual factors that if we address these, we are going to see sustainable development come on. Things like insurgents, environmental degradation, transport accidents, these are the things we are meant to address for us to see sustainable development rather than addressing women. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give you the third view of my submission. This is going to go to the 5 seconds. Loss of gender identity. Currently, even when women are not empowered, some men feel like they should be women. And they end up marrying each other in churches. They practice what? They practice homosexuality or gayism. And some women, even when they are not empowered, they feel like they are men. They also pick some other women and they marry them. And then they practice what they call lesbianism. Now, if we wake up one day and make a mistake, and we say, ladies, you are free empowered. And these are the kind of characters that we are having. Thank you. I will request to be given just 5 seconds to my submission right. Submission right. Am I granted? You're not granted. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
As the motion has already been explained, I will just commence. But before I commence, I would like to first retrieve on the presiding speaker's points. What he called points, but I did not see any point in them. First of all, you talk about that women are a weak sex. When a mother carried you for 9 months, you people really, let us empower women. Women are able.
Information. You're free to allow information or not.
Let me just commence because I have. So my first view is.
So members, if you don't allow information, just say not granted.
In order to refuse the point of information when you're speaking wrong things.
Empowerment has led to realize the advantageous prospect of women over men. For example, you agree with me or disagree, but you must agree. Certain jobs cannot commence on well without women there. For example, nursing. Really, women take a key role in nursing. Let us explain. First of all, in hospitals, you find women are very trained. When a patient is really in need, women take up and do whatever.
Thank you so much, Honorable. I'd like to inform you that these days women are the most arrogant people in the hospital. When you go to produce, you'll be like, we already so long time, you produce. That is what you're calling. They have the word, no, you're now lying. Thank you so much.
I'm lying. I'm not actually lying. You first ask yourself, why has that one happened? Why did she slap you? Do you want to kill the child? You must, if you get pregnant. When you go to the hospital, you must say, even you be there and produce, but not like you are, let's say you don't want to work. Not what can she do for you? Another big thing. Women empowerment has led to recognition that women are equally intelligent, like men are. You women have intelligence. Now, therefore, they empower from now, wake up and show your potential. I will commence with my third view, which is women innovations come from women. For us, the women, we are innovators. Take for example, there is this Getachi girl from Turkey. She initiated permanently standing into biographies. She even turned album into biography. And that is because of biography.
I know it's exciting. So I want to appreciate the current speaker for her deliberation. And I want to straight away, without wasting time, call on stage the next speaker from the opposite side.
That's health. Before I proceed, let me tell you that as a negator, I want to tell you that women empowerment is not key for sustainable development. In fact, I don't think even there is any reason for our proposers to keep on saying that. Yet the first honorable came on stage and she was trying to convince us and tell us that let's empower other things. Then why are you saying women empowerment is key? I suggest it's better you just that women cannot do, like nursing. We have midwives here who are men and they are competing. Seriously? And you still come and not granted.
Order granted.
Is it in order for the regarding speaker to support me?
It's not in order for the current speaker to misquote you. So do you want to guide us on the misquote?
Yes. How would I actually say that? I said certain jobs cannot do well with women. I said certain jobs in fact cannot do well without women. That's why I say we need to empower women in order to see sustainable development.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Allow me to say this. I was very quick on her saying. She said it very well. There are certain jobs that men cannot do. That is what she said exactly. Thank you. Then these are my following views. There are other factors that we can look into rather than empowering only women. First of all, we all know we are women here. We are very bad when it comes to resource management. They just tell you, let me say you have a boyfriend and he tells you are going out for a date at this time. Trust me, a woman is going to take 30 minutes just putting on a skirt. Really? Now what if they give you a certain amount of money for not granted? What if they give you a certain amount of money to manage a certain group of people? How are you going to use it if just managing time is a real problem? Then my next point is about improving the education.
Mr. Speaker, is it in order to be disrupted by the audience?
I will guide again. Please, my audience, just keep your peace. Just keep your peace. I know you're burning down there, but you're quiet.
Thank you. Then we have other factors like this time around clean natural resources.
Granted.
Thank you. Is it in order for the current speaker to comment his habits without honoring the room?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The fact that I said resolved, it summarizes everything. Thank you. So, my point was discovery of new natural resources. We all know that Uganda has discovered oil. We all know
about innovations. Women, in fact, we are the most innovators. If you look at the history of Uganda, women are the ones taking up the biggest percentage in entrepreneurship, and they are the ones who are taking up that lead. Then again, when I talk about empowerment, look at Her Excellency Salif, the President of Liberia. Compare Liberia and these other countries that is being led by the President who is a woman. Really, you will tell women empowerment is doing a lot. Liberia had no peace, but through her, the country is doing it very well and it is being led by the woman. So, women empowerment is key. My first view is women are good financial managers. The example I will give, Lira University, our financial manager is a woman called Kabasita Anne. But I want to tell you issues of finance in our institution, we do not have issues of corruption. Why? Women are very faithful. And the other example, your finance minister here, sister, she's a woman. Our finance minister is a woman. Women are doing very well in financial issues. Like the examples here. The other view, women are good entrepreneurs. When we talk about issues concerning entrepreneurship, women, we are really creators of our own businesses. The example, the right speaker who is standing in the front of
Point of order not granted.
Thank you very much, the chairperson. Allow me to proceed. I was talking about entrepreneurship. Right in front of you, I'm a student at Lira University, and at the same time, I do business of cooking mandazi. All the students can testify to you. That is innovation, not only relying on my parents and everyone, but can I do something else apart from studying when I'm at the university? So women, we are good entrepreneurs and we are good innovators.
Thank you. I would like to inform you that the sustainable development we are speaking about is not based on a hypothesis. When you tell me I make mandazi, when you tell me sister is so, that is not the sustainable development we are looking at here. Then, the development we want is the development that is going to make genuine transformation all, okay? Not to individuals to say I am rich and I development in the country. That is not what we are looking at. Genuinely, I would like you to speak about the sustainable development that you have had these people speak about. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Through you, the chair, allow me have a talk about what you are saying. Sustainable development is not a one-day thing. It is a process that goes a step by step. That is why I'm talking about why women are empowered, why we are heading into sustainable development. You want to wake up tomorrow and say, now sustainable development has been achieved. Never. It starts from the Then I talk about the point of decision making. Women, we are good decision makers, more especially in our families. Men, thank you very much. In conclusive remarks, I say that women empowerment is the best if we are to transform Uganda and all nations. We are attaining education, all women who are here. Trust in me because you want empowerment. You wouldn't be at the university if it's not empowerment and for sustainable development. Thank you.
Like controversy rates, women empowerment in management is key for sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen and the house at large, I would like to inform you that the members from the opposition side brought a lot of myth and misconception in this house to confuse you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by saying they came here and failed to define for us sustainable development. And I heard the last speaker coming here to tell us that sustainable development is a gradual process. They did not say it in their English. I'd like to say, one of them came here and told us that there are certain jobs that cannot be done without women, ladies and gentlemen. And she cited an example of nursing, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Why are we even trying to debate about this? If you cannot go to the hospital and see that there is a man who is a nurse, there is a midwife who is a nurse, ladies and gentlemen, based on the research, I would like to inform you that male midwives and nurses are not the best providers, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say, they came here and received us that women are actually specialists in innovation, ladies and gentlemen. She talked about the president of Liberia, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to tell you that Bill Gates is the one who designed Windows, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we are using computers, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say, somebody came here.
We are here trying to work out what went well, what went bad, and things like that. Through you, Chair, allow me to use my judges. And when I introduce them, allow them to make comments.
I honor your presence, the chair, and your entourage. The two uncompromising teams for tonight's debate, the body of jury in your panel of Court of Justice, and the audience at large. I am here to give you few observations which I made personally during this session. I want to congratulate everyone for paying attention, and in a special way, the people, the speakers, well done. There are few things I need to put forward, especially going to the speakers, starting from the address of the room. Many of you, I wondered what kind of title you gave to the chair, and maybe the chair did not define the title. Some of the speakers were calling you Mr. Speaker, and I did not understand that that would be the best title for you. Maybe next time the best title can be identified.
From him, from her, and from him, I have the following. The proposer side got an average of 64.2%. Can we clap? So when we say this in examination, it is more than above average. Average is 50. So you are excellent. That is not to be excellent. When someone has refused to clap, as if she's not contented. Two, we have the opposite side that came with an average of 74.7%. We have not got this to win any prize. but we are here to learn. And I expect them to learn from them, and them to learn from them, and us to learn from what they have given. So tomorrow when you are chairing, you also know how do they chair. How can I avoid fighting? Because at a point, the other one want to raise a point of information, this one want to put order, the other one want to put... So the room is boiling. So we have to know how to moderate or chair the debate also.
No game. Error game one.
Doesn't understand.
Down information.
Yes, Mary?
Finish.
Yes, Mary, finish. Good, thank you.
Shoot.
We are still going on.
Good, sister.
Serving 10, receiving 6.
Thank you. Oh. Next time better. Out. Ball.
Brought down information, serving 12, receiving 10.
You know, it's painful to look at loss here. Ow.
Yes, sister. Finish.
Boil down information, serving giddy, receiving 4.
Come on, play.
Loaded.
Wow.
Falling. You're falling off.
Now you have to
My name is Karun Oliver, the captain, volleyball team Lira University. I'm happy for winning this game. It was really not easy, but we have managed to beat these students of Lira 2 games to 1, and then we managed to win up the game.
Yes. Ingkaraga msaidie wa kusara kapira kwa. Yes. You come for the ball. Don't wait for it. Wendy.
Now just listen for it to play. It's okay.
Mary.
Mita.
Violet.
She found you there, fine. You don't go. Marayo mkono.
Don't panic. Thank you. Don't leave your opponents.
Complain.
He has to complain that someone who's
there are other things. Umpire can say I'm ignored. This umpire of this side might be biased. Why is it that is it? But she was meant to be the one. Wow! Don't you see that?
Football was here. Really, our goal. Good.
Knows how to shoot. This one I can't.
Wow! You can stand. Give this stand. Yeah.
Higher, umpire. Is there a good man?
Well done. Look at them in the next round. Goals.
Usually when you're laughing, you know the mistakes he has made.
She's always going to outside.
The goal will seriously.
It's our ball. Still our ball. Yes.
You are delaying me.
Who said me? I'm good. I cannot follow you.
Yes.
Aim. Stretch your hand. Stretch your hand.
You can help her.
It's okay. Yes. Tight marking.
Yes. Try uniform.
Hello, baby. I think aim higher. That hand.
I know you'll make it.
Thank you very much. I am Irene Farida, a student of Lira University. We are happy to have hosted the people from rural Africa University. Actually, we have played a friendly match, netball. It has been good experience. Most of us played for the first time, but we managed to do something. Although the students from the other side have taught us a lot of lessons, which we hope we are going to learn and put into practice to make the game better next time. I wish next time we shall win the team to give back. Thank you very much. I'm just so excited that
we managed to win the volleyball match, and now we have also won the netball match. I'm just excited because we have managed to achieve our vision for winning these matches. Maninga Christina Job, the group president of African Lira University. Okay, we are very happy this evening for the 2 games we have played so far. We have made it a win, and I think the whole team is energized. We lose in a debate, but that was just first of its kind. And looking at the rating and what we got, I think we are not far much ahead. But it was a great wealth of experience for the students of African Lira University, and I believe in the next debate we shall be the best. All the matches that we shall be playing with other universities, I think this was a benchmark, and it really helped us to know so many things about debating. But the netball matches we have done in preparation also for Dodoma game, that is the inter-university games and sport, I believe that we shall really make it. This is also one of the preparation measures. So when we get back on campus, we shall do more practice, hoping also to be the best in netball, volleyball, even debate that we did not emerge the winner today. When we go for inter-university games, we believe we shall make it. Thank you.
I'm happy and glad for receiving the students of Lira University, that is All African Women University in Bunyoro. And Lira University is a government university, and at the moment we have 2 faculties, but basically we are science-based. We have the Faculty of Health Science, and under this Faculty of Health Science we have courses. We have Bachelor of Science Midwifery and Nursing. We also have Bachelor of Science Public Health, then Bachelor of Science Community Psychology and Psychotherapy, and then from the Management Science side we have Public Administration and Management, Business Administration, and we have Bachelor of Commerce, we have Bachelor of Science Computer Science, and we have Executive Masters in Business Administration with options in Finance and Accounting, Marketing, Administration and Management, and then Procurement and Logistics. We also have a teaching hospital, the first of its kind in the whole of East Africa, which has already been built and handed over to us, and it is operational. The relationship between Lira University and Lira started a few months ago when we went for the Dean's Conference, the Uganda Dean of Students Conference, and the Student Girl Conference, which took place in Muni University. The girl president of Lira and few girl members of Lira University also were present there. We met them, and then the relationship eventually started.
And our girl president, Mr. Kung Emmanuel, eventually was in close contact with the girl president of Aru University, and the friendship eventually started, and they were exchanging letters through the office of the dean. And then I received a request from the dean of Aru, Dean Ben. I'm very grateful for his request, and eventually we made sure that this visit and benchmarking eventually happened today. As a university and as a dean of Lira University, this relationship which has started today is not only going to stop today, it is going to continue. And we are going to benchmark. This is already benchmarking which has already started. We're just not going to be two different universities. This is just like a family. We are going to be one family. We are going to learn from one another, and we are going to take this friendship to a greater height. And next year, when Lira University is going to have their first graduation, we hope and we pray that we are going to invite Aru University, and then we hope they are going to come over and witness our graduation. And we pray that now that they have visited, we are also going to visit them, and this friendship is going to stay forever and forever and forever. And as they go back, I wish to send greetings from Lira University, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Jasper Ogwalokeng, and all the top management. All of them were aware of the visit for Aru University and the guild leaders of Aru today. They came yesterday, and right now we are very happy, and on behalf of top management, Lira University, I send regards to the management, to the Vice Chancellor, Dean, and all the staff and students of Aru University in Bunyoro. And the people of Bunyoro, feel free to come to Lira University. Feel free to send your children to come and study in Lira University, and we are also going to feel free to send our children to come and study in Aru University. This is already family, and we wish all of you well. Stay blessed, and thank you. All the way from Lira University, our motto is forever we are the beacon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
A brief of the background about Lira University and the coming of the students of African Rural University. Lira University has existed since 2013 as a constituent college of Gulu University. Not until 2016 July when it was granted autonomy, meaning Lira University is now 2 years old plus some few months. And I am happy to inform you that Lira University is a multidisciplinary university with many programs. Currently we have 2 faculties, that is Faculty of Health Sciences, where we have midwifery, public health, and then community psychology and psychotherapy. Away from that, we have Faculty of Management Sciences with the management courses or programs like Bachelor of Business Administration, Public Administration, Public Finance Management, that is a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management, Bachelor of Commerce, among others that we have in Faculty of Management Sciences. We have Faculty of Education that is coming up, that will soon be operational, I think in the next academic year intake. And I am happy to welcome the students of African Rural University. But before I welcome them, I want to say I thank the management of the 2 universities who have allowed the students from both Lira University and African Rural University to come together to share the experiences in management, that is guild leadership, and also experience in academic, because we are here to transform lives from here, tomorrow, and wherever we shall work. A background of how we came to be friends with African Rural University. We started way back in the beginning of last semester when I managed to meet the guild president of African Rural University, that is Madame Christine. When I met her, she showed interest because they had, I think, a workshop in Gulu, and she contacted me when she was given my contact. Immediately I told her, as student leaders and as friends, we can meet and then we chat way forward. And recently in October, in August actually, she came to Lira University, where we chatted with her and 4 other team members. I think there was education minister, then there was also the speaker, then welfare minister from African Royal University. So when we chatted, we looked at it as it is very prudent that we come together as student leaders to share our experiences, and this came to pass in the beginning of this month when the Dean of African Royal University sent a letter back when I requested them to send students to come and share with us, to come and learn from us, and we learn from them what they do and what we do as student leaders, to see that management is well. And I want to report that our coming together has made us to learn a lot. We had a very serious and competitive debate that was not just to win something, but it was to learn very many things that we have had from the time that we came together. Not only learning, we also had some games. And as leaders, we know games brings a lot of people together. The togetherness that games or sports brings and the discipline that it brings makes us feel good about ourselves. And I want to say we have had very good interaction. We have had a very successful interaction with our demonstration, our Dean of Students, as the chief guest for the day's occasion. So yesterday, we chatted, we debated, we played games, and we looked like we are a family. We are not looking like we are 2 universities with different goals. But we have come together, and we have seen that if we continue like this, then we can transform, we can learn, and we can be advised, and we can advise others. I thank you very much. And
maybe as the guild president, one of your role is to create public relations with other universities. Yes. So is this one of your achievements?
Thank you very much. As a guild president, it is a mandate, not by chance, that we have to create links with other universities, not only within Uganda, but outside. And this is one of the greatest achievements that I feel our government has achieved. And I think we shall continue. It is the first in my government to welcome students from a different university, but I feel we should continue doing it now and again to see that we share experiences, and then our skills of leadership can grow beyond here.
Do you have plans of visiting Aro, as they have done?
As Lira University, we already have this is what I can say, a partnership that has started. And clearly our Dean of Students has already mentioned that we have to just get a day, we get organized, then we send our invitation to a room to request them to host us, just like we have done. So in our plans, we are going to visit a room as our sister or our partner in academic work. So we have the plans to be there, probably in the beginning of next semester.
What most exciting moment have you found in this visit?
I personally, I think the most exciting moment I got was in the debate. We realized that the 2 students from the two universities had a lot of things. They are talented, but it is how to bring it out that is now needed. And to me, we have leaders among these 2 universities.
Okay. Then maybe your last message to our listeners and viewers.
Thank you to all the listeners and viewers. I think we need to support education, not only within our families, but we need to see friends, our next neighbors' home. We need to support children, we need to support people to go to school and be encouraging them to do the right things. And as ladies, I want to say ladies are more vulnerable to life outside here. That is why when we move with the ladies outside, we need to take caution and care about them, advise them what to do. We need to empower them such that girl child education is promoted and then encouraged, and then they do well.
Amaiza ono gayo akugwamu basi ne twalira